Joe Rogan reacts to Sam Sulek. Plus, what are our thoughts on Sam Sulek? What's the word? Xavier Wills here for Desktop Bodybuilding, joined by Jimmy Sadek and Michal Galley, and we are discussing Sam Sulek today. The word is that he's making millions of dollars from YouTube, and it's sort of funny that we don't sort of see that. But Mick, Sam Sulek, we just saw him mentioned on Joe Rogan, which we'll show in just a second. And what do you think of him? Just initial thoughts, just a quick summary.
I actually enjoy his clip. Isn't it funny? Joe Rogan mentions something and it just goes viral. Like he mentions creatine, it went viral. Tonkat Ali, viral. Fedosha, viral. I like Sam, man. He's young. He's just doing his own thing. He's staying in his own lane. He just doesn't seem to care. He's got a really cool attitude, man. I enjoy watching his clips. Fuck, yeah, let him be. Let him be.
Yeah, exactly. Jimmy, what's your thoughts on Sam Sulek?
The same as Mick. Like, he's not doing anything but what he'd be doing anyway. He's not editing his video. He's not editing photos. He's just putting up a tripod, recording himself train, flexing at the end of it, and then putting it on YouTube every day.
And you know, I love Jimmy. He's not succumbing to the, he's got that mad haircut. He just wears the raggedy clothes in the gym. He doesn't care. And he's that popular because I think that's the angle too. This is me. Like it or leave it.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Australians like that attitude too. So I'm not surprised that
he's big. He trains hard. Yeah. But he's big and he trains hard. And he eats a ton of shit. But he's early 20s. Early 20s, we all ate a ton of shit. Like those dirty bulks and stuff like that. And the only difference was no one put it on video for everyone to see it, to talk shit about it. Like, everyone's done what he's done. The only shit he's copying is from people that are jealous.
Yeah, I think so. But let's watch him on Joe Rogan and show what these guys had to say, and we'll sort of react throughout.
Kind of that Sam Sulek does that too. You know who that kid is?
Who's Sam Sulek?
Oh, dude, Jamie, you gotta look him up. He's like 21, just a fucking freak. But he wears all this big shit and will do the hardest squats, like so much weight, deep, just freak. But then when he takes his shit off, I can't remember what they call it, like when you're all covered up,
pump cover, isn't it?
And then so you never
let
the
reveal.
Yeah, then you never let anybody really see what a freak you are. Yeah,
Sam Sulek.
Yeah, you gotta look at him.
Sulek, S-U-L-E-K.
Oh,
look
Jesus.
at this kid, dude.
Jesus Christ.
He is like young 20s.
Oh, I have heard about him because he used to be a lot smaller and then got saucy.
He used to be a diver.
Good.
Whoa.
Yeah, like
Let's get bored of it.
Into. Well, now there is like an.
And now, what does he weigh now? 237 in 2023. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. That's so much weight.
And I don't know how. I think he's super young.
He looks young.
Yeah.
Oh, so he covers himself up like that when he works?
Yeah, even show some squats, Jamie. There's some good. It's all his videos. I mean, yeah, right. So this is what he'll do. But he trains freaking hard.
So he's doing like all kinds of crazy.
Let's watch this one.
Crazy
a little
lifts.
of a mental battle before this set of squats. I think it's worth discussing.
Bro, you can hear the steroids in his voice. It's like he's gargling steroids.
I didn't.
The guy's jacked.
I know. But I don't know.
Look at the fucking legs on him. Holy shit, look at his fucking thighs. Bro, that guy must chafe like a motherfucker. He needs some good me undies, the kind that go all the way down.
Yeah.
Those
You
boxers
saw
where you keep your
Riviere.
legs from rubbing in the center.
I love how like Joe sneaks in a MeUndies ad in there. He needs some MeUndies. Ones that go all the way down. But it's pretty cool though. Like,
You know what I like?
anytime- yeah.
No, sorry. When someone who doesn't train, lift weights, exercise, or whatever is describing someone who trains that's big, I love listening to their descriptions, what the words that they choose to use, and all that kind of stuff. I think it's hilarious.
You're the exact same as me. There's a weird thing. I feel like we discussed it on another show we did called Aussie After Hours back in the day, where if I watch someone that looks at a bodybuilding magazine but doesn't have a big interest in bodybuilding, and they're looking at them and go, like, asking questions and stuff, I find it incredibly relaxing and interesting. It's weird, but I know what you're talking about. You've got the same thing. But I lost my train of thought on that. But Mick, it's pretty cool because we always notice how when someone like gets mentioned on Joe Rogan, or you have Ronnie Coleman on there, or Dorian Yates, it's always just like a high five to bodybuilding. And I love that Joe Rogan, you can tell with like freaks like Ronnie and whatever, he's like, why the hell would you want to get that big? But he still appreciates it, so it gets a little bit of exposure through there. Not like the MMA and stuff like that, but it's cool to see bodybuilding still get a bit of exposure through Joe Rogan.
Yeah, well, mate, like I said, every now and then you see him plug a little bit. He's had the greats on there like Dorian and Ronnie, and which were great interviews. Anyone who hasn't watched them, look those up and have a watch. But yeah, I mean, Sam, let's face it, he's famous as anyway, or super, super popular. This is just going to put him up another level. Guaranteed, whatever Joe says, it always equates to more views, more followers and stuff like that. But yeah, Joe, he's yeah.
Yeah. And I wanted to pop up as well what Sam Sulek's potential earnings are. Because looking up, he had 2 months in a row where he had about 27 million views. One of them was 27.8 million. The other one was 27 point something else. And these are consecutive months. And his popularity just recently has gone through the roof. Like, you can sort of see it, but when you see it in numbers as well, which I'll try to pull up a screenshot something earlier, which was his numbers on Social Blade, it is an incredible amount from the start of this year, or even like March this year to now. It's night and day of how many views this guy is getting. So you look at the YouTube revenue, it's probably about 6 to 7K a day. Probably, you'd have to say at least 6K US dollars a day based on those views and how long his videos are. As long as they're monetized and they're not getting blacklisted by YouTube or whatever, which equates to about 2.2 million to 2.6 million a year. And then you got to look at the hostile sponsorship as well. And I imagine this guy's selling a ton of product, and say he gets 10% of every sale. If he's selling $10,000 worth a day, that's like probably lowballing it dramatically. That's $1,000 in his pocket. So anywhere from $1 to $3 grand a day, I'd say, through that. Plus sponsorship, just paying him. What's he getting daily for that? I put like $250 to $1,000 maybe, because this is a guy that would be worth $365,000 contract a year, because his popularity and his reach is far outweighs like a Mr. Olympia. Like, for example, like Derek Lunsford, like it's hard to equate though, because how many people would buy based off the trust in Derek Lunsford and stuff. But so you look at the total daily of just the hostile sponsorship, it's got to be a lot. And then it's about 2.7 to $4 million annually based off the last few months, if he continues that for the next 9 months. It's crazy numbers, Mick. Like it goes to show, we actually talked about this before, you've got to be into social media. As basic as Sam's is and how it's just taken off, not everyone's going to have that luck, but it goes to show how important it is nowadays.
He's captured that market, obviously. He probably had no idea things would take off like they have now, but people resonate with him. I know I if I'm flicking through YouTube and I see something of his come up, I'll generally have a watch, man. I don't mind listening to him. He's a cool guy. Enjoy watching his training. Enjoy watching his eating videos. Yeah, good on him, man. People should just be supporting him. Good on him. He's bringing bodybuilding and training and stuff like that more to life. Not necessarily the eating, but we were all doing similar stuff when we were young. Like all of us were.
All three of us have dirty bulked, right?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. I think Jimmy's got a delay on it. Yeah, Jimmy, you've got a horrible
you're delay. That would look good on, but
it was perfect. Yeah, it was perfect. You'll enjoy watching yourself back on this one. I just want to share as well. I've got here some of his YouTube statistics in recent months. So you can see it here. This is monthly gained video views. So he's getting what? This is the 10 million line per month. So he's getting what? That has to be like maybe 500,000 or less back in April this year. So that's not that long ago. It goes up a little bit, probably up around 2-3 million that month. So still compared to now, goes up. And this is up where it's in November. It was 27 point, what was it? 27 point something million, like 27.7, 27.8 million views. And I can't see him putting any shorts up as well. So these are like legit video views, and they're like, some of them are 40-50 minute videos, and you can see the monthly gain subscribers. This is 750,000 new subscribers, which is my channel's at 50,000 subscribers, so my channel's like down here. This is how much he's growing per month. So this is not even the total, this is just how many new subscribers. So it's like 650,000 or so in October. And you think about it, it's like a channel with 1 million subscribers is rare. I think he's got the 1,100 and something most subscribers on YouTube, full stop. So he's almost in the top 1,000 YouTube channels for subscribers in basically gained in 1 year, in under a year.
The statistics says, Abe, you know, I'm a statistics man. That's very good. I like this.
Yeah. I thought you'd like it. So
what other stats are you into?
What's that?
I just want to know what other stats mix into.
Could be anything.
Mix into
Football
money.
stats, cricket stats, you name it. I just
Oh,
love
yeah.
No, don't get defensive. It was a legitimate question.
I just named it. Cricket, football, you name it. I'm into it. Lance Armstrong, his statistics. It could be any sport. Any sport. I just love statistics. Kelly Slater. You name it. It just keeps going down and down.
I love statistics too, but I was like one of the geek kids where I would write down, like when I'd play cricket, I'd write down all my scores and then I'd put down my average. I'd work out my strike rate if I could. You know how many balls you're doing. Like, yeah, it was weird. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing all right. Then you get out early. I'm like, average is going down. Work out the stats.
That wasn't that bad.
It's an emotional roller coaster. With YouTube, you can get deep in the stats. So much so that it's like, it stresses you out. But no, Sam Sulek is absolutely killing it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him grow and to see what levels he can get to. Like, will he get to like C-Bum levels where he has 18 million followers? Like, the dude doesn't post on Instagram hardly at all. And he has 3.6 million followers on Instagram. It's like, how does that even work? You've got 9 posts. So he's obviously killing it. But anyway, guys, we'll leave it there. And that's it for this one. So the word is that we like Sam Sulek overall. He doesn't eat that well, but
He gets a double thumbs up from me.
yeah. I mean, we've all dirty bulked. We've all been young. And yeah,
I've seen Jimmy
like
dirty
it.
bulk of the most insane amounts of food that I've ever witnessed anyone, even any pro I know. I've never seen anyone put food down like Jimmy. So
yeah, I've been
I don't
witness
do
to
it on a
that.
consistent daily basis. Though.
not there, you don't.
When I was with
No, I'll
when I
do
was with
cheat
the
meals.
Nix and
I've only really ever done cheat meals during the week. I've always eaten kind of clean.
yeah, true. But yeah, I remember we went out and had sushi. It was me and my ex, and I think you doubled the stack of sushi plates that we had combined. So you did all right. I'm like, that's like $100 of sushi. Jesus. But anyway, we'll wrap it up there, and we'll be back for more episodes of What's the Word. Make sure you guys subscribe, click the notification bell button, and also you can follow these guys on social media as well. The links are in the description below. But that's it for myself, Xavier Wills, Jimmy Sadek, and Michal Galley. That's it for another episode of What's the Word, and we are